In this book summary by Audiobook Time, we're diving into Seeking Wisdom by Julia Cameron, published in 2021. This book is designed as a 6-week program to harness the power of creative prayer, offering tools to awaken and expand your artistic talents. Geared towards anyone feeling creatively blocked, whether you're an artist facing a wall or an aspiring screenwriter in search of inspiration, Cameron outlines strategies to link one's spiritual life with creativity, thereby fostering a more profound and meaningful artistic existence. Julia Cameron, herself a testament to transformation and resilience, shares her journey of overcoming alcoholism by connecting with a higher power. This spiritual awakening not only helped her achieve sobriety but also unblocked her creative channels. Cameron, a celebrated author of over 40 books, including the groundbreaking The Artist's Way, which has sold over 5 million copies and been translated into 40 languages, brings decades of insights into fostering creativity amidst personal challenges. Seeking Wisdom is particularly suited for artists battling creative blocks, fans of The Artist's Way, or individuals recovering from addiction, looking to reclaim the creative aspects of their lives. Join us as we explore how Cameron's blend of spiritual and creative practices can reignite the passion and purpose in your artistic endeavors. Discover the power of prayer in igniting your creativity. Recovering from the depths of alcoholism, Julia Cameron leveraged her spiritual awakening to reclaim her life and nourish her creative soul. Her transformative journey is not just a personal tale of triumph but a beacon for others in pursuit of creativity. Over 4 decades, Cameron's insights, born from profound personal challenges, led her to write over 40 books, including the influential The Artist's Way, a guide that has touched millions globally, inspiring artists to unblock their creative streams. In the late 1970s, Julia Cameron reached her lowest point. Addiction had consumed her life, her marriage had crumbled, and she was enveloped in despair. A pivotal moment arrived when she decided to face her demons head-on, catalyzed by a friend's straightforward assistance. This was the beginning of a critical, transformative path toward recovery. One significant aspect of her recovery process involved adopting the practice of prayer, a method that not only helped maintain her sobriety but also profoundly changed her relationship with creativity. For Cameron, prayer wasn't just a spiritual exercise, it became a vital tool for unblocking and accessing her innate creative potential. By turning to prayer whenever she encountered creative blocks or uncertainties, she found not only comfort but also the inspiration that fueled her remarkable productivity as an author and artist. This narrative encapsulates a 6-week program that distills the essence of Cameron's methodologies, concentrating particularly on creative prayer. This approach advocates for using prayer not necessarily within a traditional religious context but as a personalized, spiritual practice to overcome barriers to creativity. Even if you're skeptical about religious notions, Cameron's program is designed to cultivate a personalized understanding of a higher power, one that harmonizes with your individual creative instincts. This approach shifts the focus from a conventional God to an internal divinity, tailored to assist you in flourishing creatively. Let's explore how to embrace a benevolent concept of God and navigate this enriching 6-week guide to unfolding your creative potential. Week 1. Transforming your vision of God for creative breakthroughs. Many of us are familiar with the biblical narrative of Adam and Eve, where Eve's decision to share a forbidden apple results in God banishing them from Eden. This depiction of God as a stern, punitive figure pervades much of traditional religious teachings, instilling a sense of fear and self-reproach among believers. However, imagine if we could reinvent this image of God. Imagine a God who is not only forgiving but also nurturing and supportive, a God who celebrates your pursuit of knowledge and creativity, rather than condemning it. This idea forms the crux of the first week in our 6-week exploration aimed at enhancing creative potential through a spiritual reconnection. In this first week, you're encouraged to conceptualize a God who embodies traits of encouragement and love, one that motivates you to strive and excel rather than to cower in guilt. It is about redefining God not as a figure who restricts, but as one who liberates and inspires us to embrace our talents and aspirations. At first, this reimagining might feel daunting, especially if traditional religious views are deeply ingrained in your perspective. Julia Cameron, despite her initial reluctance as an agnostic, found it necessary to redefine her understanding of God to aid her recovery and creative rebirth. She found solace not in the conventional God but in something more personal and relevant to her context, inspired by poetry and even by the musical talent of acclaimed artists. Reconfiguring your concept of God to something more personal and uniquely supportive can create a foundation for dialogue and trust. You might begin by listing attributes traditionally associated with God and then, critically, think about how you'd reshape those into qualities that foster creativity and fulfillment. Would your God encourage risk-taking in art? Would God appreciate the beauty of a well-crafted poem? Is your God one who dances freely in the rain, urging you to join in without fear of judgment? Visualizing God in this light pushes boundaries and encourages a deeper, more supportive communion that can be transformative, especially for someone seeking a breakthrough in their creative endeavors. To embark on this transformative journey, start by redefining the divine as an entity that empowers and delights in your creative success, rather than one who mandates adherence to strict, often stifling, dogmas. By fostering a relationship with the God of your own understanding, you pave the way for an enriched, creative, and expansive life. Week 2, Engaging the Divine through Prayers of Petition. Imagine having the opportunity to openly communicate any of your desires, large or small, without judgment. That is the essence of a prayer of petition. This week, we explore the first of 3 types of prayer we will encounter in this 6-week journey, delving into how these prayers facilitate a dynamic and profound dialogue with the divine. A prayer of petition essentially involves directly asking for something. It could be a request for something specific, a plea for guidance, or even a solicitation for daily support. Whether it's seeking advice on navigating challenging conversations with your children, or discerning the right decisions in a relationship, this type of prayer opens up the channels of communication with God. The practice of petitioning is dual-natured. First, we clearly articulate our desires. Following this, we open ourselves up to receiving, to being responsive to the guidance that comes our way. It calls on us to not only envision what we desire but to actively embrace the possibilities that lie before us. For example, Julia Cameron herself utilizes daily prayers of petition, seeking faith, optimism, or specific guidance on professional decisions like evaluating potential venues for her plays. Through prayer, she seeks and heeds divine counsel, such as waiting for a venue truly worthy of her work rather than settling for less. Venturing into prayers of petition may initially feel awkward or contrived. If verbalizing prayers feels uncomfortable, writing them down can be a powerful alternative. Start by jotting down your questions or requests and then, with patience and openness, wait for the response, capturing any thoughts or feelings that arise as your divine answer. Cameron personally finds that addressing her written prayers with "Dear God" helps in fostering a sense of closeness and authenticity necessary for meaningful interaction. Moreover, integrating affirmative prayers into your practice can be transformative. These are crafted as positive declarations, positing your wishes as already fulfilled. For instance, proclaiming "I am a successful and published author" not only cements your desires in the present but also aligns you closer to your dreams, blending aspiration with the affirmative power of prayer. Embrace the practice of petitioning as a bridge to the divine this week, a tool to express your deepest longings and to pave the way for divine interaction in your creative and personal growth. Week 3, Cultivating Joy with Prayers of Gratitude. There's profound power in acknowledging the beauty and blessings that surround us. Practicing gratitude transforms our perspective, allowing us to see the abundance rather than the lack, and this week we focus on integrating prayers of gratitude into our lives. Prayers of gratitude are versatile. They can be a response to answered petitions or a spontaneous celebration of life's myriad blessings. The act of giving thanks lifts our spirits, magnifies joy, and shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. Begin by engaging with the natural world, a boundless source of wonder and awe. Whether it's marveling at the heavens on a clear night, appreciating the vibrant hues of spring blossoms, or observing the play of sunlight over cityscapes, nature incessantly offers itself as a conduit for gratitude. Recognizing the divine craftsmanship in nature helps us connect to feelings of joy and plenty. During challenging times, the practice of gratitude can be particularly transformative. When engulfed by feelings of despair or frustration, recalling even small successes can significantly shift your mindset. Try reflecting on moments of minor triumphs, whether they occurred years ago or just today. Compile these into a list and revisit them. This simple activity can fortify resilience and deepen gratitude, creating pathways out of negativity. Moreover, integrating physical activity like walking into your gratitude practice can be particularly enlightening. Consider the story of Emma, who coped with profound loss through long, reflective walks. Guided by her steps, she processed her grief and gradually opened up to the grace of her memories and the present surroundings. To adopt this approach, set out on a walk with a question in your heart or a burden weighing on your mind. Use the rhythm of your steps as a meditation, remaining receptive to any insights or resolutions that may surface. Upon returning, jot down any significant thoughts or answers that came to you during your walk. This week, embrace prayers of gratitude not only as a means of giving thanks but as a spiritual tool to enhance connection to both the divine and the world around you. Let each thankful prayer remind you of life's endless gifts and your place within it. Week 4, celebrating divine synchronicity with prayers of praise. As you deepen your dialogue with the divine, you begin to perceive the universe not just as a vast expanse, but as a vibrant, responsive entity. The fourth week of our journey invites us to explore prayers of praise, a practice that not only acknowledges but celebrates the dynamic interplay between our desires and the universe's responses. Prayers of praise are about recognizing and honoring the divine influences and gifts continuously bestowed upon us. By celebrating these, we draw nearer to the miracles embedded in our everyday lives and enhance our connection to the universe. To cultivate a mindset conducive to prayers of praise, start by reflecting on elements of the universe that inspire awe. Make a list of 10 awe-inspiring people, places, or phenomena. This could include the lunar cycle, a friend whose thoughtfulness transcends the chaos of daily life, or the breathtaking intricacy of a spider's web. Consider the concept of synchronicity, those seemingly coincidental occurrences that perfectly align with your needs or desires at just the right moment. For instance, imagine you've been curious about life drawing but unsure how to begin, and then you unexpectedly meet an art teacher with just one spot left in a class. This serendipity isn't merely chance, it's synchronicity at play, a universe orchestrated to support your passions and pursuits. Synchronicity manifests in various forms. Maybe you find the solution to a lingering question on a randomly opened page of a book, or perhaps an old friend calls at the exact moment you need some encouragement. These are not mere coincidences but are subtle, divine nudges guiding you forward. By actively acknowledging and praising these moments through prayer, you reinforce your bond with a benevolent God, a God who is actively engaged in your life, eager to assist and affirm your journey. This practice not only brings you closer to a personal understanding of God but also opens your eyes to the continuous blessings that surround you. This week, let your prayers of praise be a celebration of synchronicity and the myriad ways in which the universe collaborates in your journey. Embrace each small miracle, each perfect alignment, as a testament to a universe that is as alive and dynamic as it is nurturing. Week 5, merging creativity with spirituality for unparalleled inspiration. This week proposes an intriguing perspective: what if the essence of God lies in creativity itself? As we explore the intimate connection between creativity and spirituality, we also look at practical ways to unlock our creative potential by syncing with the divine. Julia Cameron's journey through sobriety brought her to a surprising revelation: removing alcohol from her life didn't stifle her creativity, instead, it transformed it. Before sobriety, her creative efforts were ego-driven, aimed at producing impressive outputs. However, sobriety shifted her approach towards a more spiritual, service-oriented perspective. This approach didn't just alter her writing, it improved it, making it more accessible and clear, eventually contributing significantly to her success. Over the years, Cameron continues to view creativity and spirituality as intertwined, almost interchangeable concepts. Her writing process focuses less on forcibly producing content and more on allowing her higher power to influence and guide her creative expressions. A pivotal component of Cameron's creative routine is what she describes as morning pages. This practice involves writing 3 pages of stream of consciousness thoughts every morning. The content itself can be mundane or profound. The practice is not about the quality of what is written, but the act of writing itself. It's a way to clear your mind and make room for creative and spiritual insights. If you incorporate meditation into your daily routine, consider doing your morning pages first. This sequence can significantly enhance clarity and receptivity during meditation, setting a foundation for deeper spiritual connection. However, it's important to recognize that morning pages aren't a cure-all for creative blocks. Often, such blocks are rooted in a lack of faith, doubts about ideas being original enough, good enough, or already overexpressed elsewhere. Viewing creativity as an act of faith, trusting in divine timing and quality, can be liberating. Cameron herself relies on this faith, particularly when the critical reception of her plays weighs heavily on her. To begin addressing your personal creative blocks, engage with introspective prompts such as, "If it didn't feel so risky, I would. If I let the great creator create through me, I would make." These prompts encourage you to explore and acknowledge the expansiveness of your creative aspirations, no matter how daunting they may appear. Finally, as a practical affirmation of your trust in this creative spiritual partnership, create a simple sign that says, "Okay, God, you take care of the quality, I'll take care of the quantity." Place it within your creative workspace as a daily reminder of the symbiosis between your creativity and the divine, nurturing a space where spirituality and creativity coalesce to transcend traditional boundaries of expression. Week 6, Deepening Divine Connections Through Routine and Shared Prayer. As we approach the culmination of this 6-week journey, it's essential to recognize that God, or your envisioned higher power, isn't just an occasional sanctuary but a constant, ever-flowing source of support and inspiration. This final week focuses on enriching this divine connection through the discipline of routine prayers and the shared spiritual practice with friends. Firstly, establishing a prayer routine can significantly enhance your spiritual receptivity. Regular prayer sessions carve out dedicated moments for divine communication, reinforcing your spiritual path and ensuring that your connection with the divine remains vibrant and active. Julia Cameron exemplifies this through her own practices. Every day begins with her morning pages, setting a reflective and introspective tone for the day, and each night concludes with a prayer of gratitude for her continued sobriety and the day's blessings. This nightly prayer, expressed kneeling, symbolizes both gratitude and humility, fortifying her ongoing commitment to sobriety and spiritual growth. However, prayer need not be a solitary activity. Praying with and for friends brings an additional layer of richness to your spiritual life. Viewing friendship as an extended form of prayer, mutual wishes for each other's well-being can transform ordinary relationships into sacred bonds. For over 25 years, Cameron has maintained a profound friendship with Laura Letty, encapsulated by mutual support and spiritual exchange. Their regular calls frequently include shared prayers, where they hold space for each other's intentions and challenges. For instance, regardless of not personally knowing Cameron's acquaintances suffering from health issues, Laura participates in prayer for them, demonstrating the power of intercessory prayer to transcend personal connections. Moreover, Cameron extends her prayerful support not just to close friends but also to others in her wider circle and even those she has never met, like fellow artists. Such expansive inclusivity in prayer emphasizes a universal connection among all beings, guided by a benevolent divine force. As you conclude this structured program, consider enlisting a prayer partner or a group with whom you can regularly share this spiritually enriching practice. Reflect on people in your life who might be open to this shared spiritual journey. Begin by praying for them, and if comfortable, extend an invitation to pray together. After engaging in this shared prayer, document your feelings and any shifts in your spiritual perspective. This week, Let routine and communal prayer become pillars of your ongoing spiritual practice, serving as constant reminders of the accessible, supportive presence of the divine in your life and the lives of others. Reflecting on the 6-week journey towards divine connection and creative liberation over the course of this transformative 6-week program, we've journeyed through practices designed to deepen our understanding of the divine and enhance our creative expression. By reshaping our concept of God to one of benevolence and support, we opened up avenues for meaningful dialogue with this higher power, setting the stage for profound personal and creative growth. We explored several forms of prayer: petitions, gratitude, and praise, each serving a unique purpose in fostering a closer relationship with the divine. Prayers of petition encouraged us to boldly voice our desires, leaning into the universe's capacity to respond. Through gratitude, we embraced the world's abundance, turning everyday blessings into sources of sustained joy. Prayers of praise allowed us to celebrate the synchronicities and miracles, enhancing our awareness of the divine's active presence in our lives. Routine practices, such as the disciplined daily engagement with morning pages and reflective walks, supported us in maintaining a consistent connection to our spiritual and creative cores. This regularity not only nurtured our faith but also bolstered our creative output, proving that structure can coexist with and even enhance spontaneity. Connecting with others through prayer demonstrated the power of shared spiritual practices, opening our hearts not just to personal growth but also to communal support. This interconnectedness reminds us that our journey is not solitary; we move together, supported by and supporting others. As we conclude this program, remember that each step taken has been a building block toward a richer engagement with both your creativity and your spirituality. The tools and practices developed here are not confined to these 6 weeks but are meant to be carried forward, evolving and adapting to your continued growth. May you continue to find in prayer a powerful ally in your pursuit of creative and spiritual fulfillment. Closing reflections on Seeking Wisdom by Julia Cameron. Julia Cameron's Seeking Wisdom is a profound journey through the landscapes of creativity, spirituality, and personal growth. As we reach the conclusion of this enlightening book, it's essential to reflect on the transformative insights and practical wisdom Cameron has shared. Her work, deeply rooted in the tradition of her earlier masterpieces like The Artist's Way, continues to offer a rich tapestry of guidance for anyone seeking to deepen their creative and spiritual lives. Cameron's exploration of wisdom is not just about acquiring knowledge but about fostering a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. She invites us to consider wisdom as an active, living force in our daily lives. Through her gentle yet compelling narrative, Cameron emphasizes the importance of listening to our inner voices, to each other, and to the world around us. One of the book's central themes is the idea of creative recovery. Cameron argues that creativity is our natural state, and that by removing the blocks and barriers that life imposes, we can return to that state. This process is both healing and empowering, allowing us to rediscover the joy and fulfillment that comes from authentic self-expression. Her practical exercises, such as morning pages and artist dates, are tools designed to reconnect us with our creative selves. Seeking Wisdom also delves into the spiritual aspects of creativity. Cameron sees creativity as a spiritual practice, a way to connect with the divine. She encourages us to view our creative endeavors as acts of faith, trusting in a higher power to guide and inspire us. This perspective transforms the creative process from a mere act of making into a sacred ritual, imbuing it with deeper meaning and purpose. Throughout the book, Cameron's voice is one of compassion and encouragement. She acknowledges the challenges and doubts that often accompany the creative journey, offering reassurance and practical advice to help us navigate these obstacles. Her wisdom is not just theoretical but deeply practical, drawn from her own experiences and those of countless others who have embarked on the path of creative discovery. As we close this book, we are reminded that seeking wisdom is an ongoing journey. It requires us to remain open, curious, and courageous. Cameron's teachings provide a solid foundation upon which we can build our own practices and insights. She shows us that wisdom is not a distant, unattainable goal but something that we can cultivate every day through our actions, reflections, and creative expressions. In conclusion, Seeking Wisdom is more than a book, it is a companion for anyone on the path of self-discovery and creative exploration. Julia Cameron's insights inspire us to live more fully, create more freely, and connect more deeply with the world around us. As we carry forward the lessons from this book, let us remember to seek wisdom not just in moments of clarity but in the midst of our everyday lives. For in doing so, we honor the creative spirit within us all and embrace the boundless possibilities that life has to offer.